Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, and I give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders walking with GMS and men that are liking that is push the word with truth and sincerity. Hey, shalom to the elect. Now I'm going to go to a quick lesson. You know what I mean? I'm not technically on my lunch break, but I had to sit down and Jake, that's his spirit, I talk to myself a lot, just to decompose. Sometimes you gotta do that a lot, man. Especially us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, sit in the parking lot, because technically I ain't on my lunch break, but don't tell my manager and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just chilling in the whip, just thinking, just meditating on things, spiritual things that happened over the past few days. Because it's going to be more videos to come. I already know that brothers, especially our brothers going, Elder P, Taz Goggins, you know what I mean? You call him. The brothers from Dayton, they gonna do, the brothers from Dayton, they came out and you know what? That's the spirit too, because I want to do a couple lessons on this. It's gonna be an ongoing Lord's will, because it was very spiritual, especially, I want to say especially for me, because I keep, I keep to myself. I'm all right. The brothers, they did what they did, but the I was extremely happy for the Dayton brothers that popped up and experienced experience of actual brotherhood, man. Because of course we had the opportunity or the honor to to house brothers from Cleveland, Pitt, the brother from Pitt, the elders Wa'akim of Cleveland, my man's, man, that's my man's. Shamaria, the Posh, yeah, shout out to them brothers, man. But of course, that those are another lessons I want to do. See, that's what I'm saying. Another thing about this is you get experiences, you get different experiences when you visit brothers. So we had, like I said, we had the opportunity to host brothers, man, and we never, and us brothers, me, sorry, Salakia, starring Elder P, Taz, my man Taz, Elder P, my big dog, man, and my man Yakoyim, myself, Yakoyim, we never hosted a group of that size, of that magnitude. And we hosted, man. And and Lord's will, through Spirit, Lord's will, we get good feedback, which we have a good efficiency rate. You know what I mean? But that's what we do, man. We just make sure brothers are good to go, man. G to G. All right. We're very heavy on that, and it is beautiful, man, because Elder Uriah, out of Chi-Town, which I can't wait to go back to Chicago, man. I love Chicago. He's very heavy on that brotherhood. Oh man, yeah, he gonna ask that question. No, but anyways, no, seriously. I didn't want to make this, but that now honestly is now we just flowing through the spirit. But it was just a beautiful. For me, it was extremely spiritual. That'll be another lesson, but damn, I lost my train of thought, man. So I'm tired of shit. I ain't gonna hold. But anyways, like I said, it's just flowing through the spirit. But anyways, yeah, we hosted brothers. We did what we had to do, and and brothers, Lord's will, they were satisfied of our efficiency, of our cribs, HQ1, HQ2. All right, we locked shit down. But it's an honor. It's an honor to serve brothers, man. It really is. Oh man, that's gonna turn into a goddamn lesson again. Man, let me hold it. So I had a precept in mind. Actually, a definition. I actually should. Yeah, oh yeah. What the? Yeah, that's crazy. Cause that just changed into a whole new lesson. Because I put up the word peculiar, but that's not what I really want to talk about. So honestly, I think I'm a roll with this joint, get a precept or two or three, and roll out because we are peculiar people, man. And like I said, man, brothers are different spirits, man, but brothers are on the same accord. So it's gonna be like a flow through the spirit type situation. And brothers know me, man. Man, water be changing, man. I'm like a goddamn tide, man. Oh, there. See. Now I'm thinking now, like my man, like my man, the Posh said, man. All my brothers, man, just slow your roll, man. Chill. I'm zealous, and I'm starting to see that on this trip. I'm very zealous, and I see that through the spirit because I didn't through the spirit. I named myself zealous, but nobody gave me that name because I was by myself. Because I wanted your call, which means endure, but I like the word quanawaf, which means to be zealous. And I am very zealous for this truth. And brothers showed me that through the spirit. And I already knew it, but brothers had it's love, man. Brotherhood, man. See how it is? See, I'm getting pause. I'm getting excited, man. No, fuck that, man. I'm getting excited. See, Jake gonna scoff on me. But I'm getting excited, man, because I love this thing, man. I love my brothers, man. I love my brothers, man. I love my brothers, man. I love this truth. I love Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And I hope and pray that I endure into the end. All right? That's real talk, man. All right? Like, this ain't no goddamn, no feature set. You know what I mean? You got your actors and set one, or, whatever the fuck they do that goddamn sign that claps and shit with the timestamp. Nah, man, this ain't it, man. We ain't IUIC, man. This is real deal Holyfield, B. All right? My boys, my brothers, they go through hell, man. And I have to do a separate lesson on that. Elder Uriah, which, through the spirit, I'm gonna keep it, but he has a lot of wisdom, man. A lot of wisdom. And he got crazy. He got busy, But let me get precept, man, real quick, man. But I do want to get. You know what? Nah, I can throw that away. I'll get that later. Cause now we just rolling. Man, that's the spirit, though, man. I mean, I'm at work too, so I gotta kind of hurry up. I don't want this to be long, but it's the spirit, and the Lord allowed me to probably do this. He did allow me to do this lesson. He didn't probably. What the fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? So let me see what we want. Man, yeah, because it was a extremely an extreme. I want to say that all my travels. I went to Chicago. That was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Absolute. Oh my goodness! But I think this trip, this one, well, we hosted. That's where it was. We hosted brothers, a lot of brothers, man. Cleveland, Shy, Pitt, of course Columbus. So we hosted brothers, and we never had that many brothers in our establishment, in our joint, and we was woo, man. Brothers from Dayton, they got busy with Elder Uriah. They got to see the whole thing pop off, see the brotherhood, see the see the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, which they're already a part of it. Lord's will, see us get busy, get on our folly a little bit, but actually understand and learn from our brothers, man. And that was a beautiful, I think that wooed me the most. Even though, I talk about that, that's another lesson, but that kind of wooed me the most is to see Elder Uriah. Of course, we deal with we deal with Dayton every week. It's beautiful for them brothers to come in and show up every week from an hour 10 minutes away, because I got a testimony on that. Now I already done that, but it's just a beautiful thing, man. I'm just ranting too, almost, because it's a lot to talk about. But let me get a brotherly love. Let me get a precept from brotherly. I can't even think right now, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm rolling on no sleep. So, but I just had it. The spirit had me want to cut this on, and I'm at work too, so I'm smacked. Let me just get a precept. Scatterbrain like a month, and that's another thing too. Getting scatterbrain, man. But you got your brothers. You know what? Let me get the word brotherly love meaning, because, like I said, that might be a separate video. I might ask my elder if I can release that, but it's not it's nothing crazy. He just asked the question. Elder Uriah asked, what does it mean? He said, just what does it mean? The most bare bone. And Jake was overthinking. I'm like, what the fuck? And he asked me the question. And he does this a lot, because that's like his tradition, to ask, what does it mean? And the most bare bone thing, just don't think about it, just say it. Because I had an issue with overthinking. I do have an issue with overthinking. I overthink a lot of shit. But that's me. That's my character. All right, so but that's funny. But I'm gonna get the AI overview of brotherly love. Brotherly love is profound, affectionate, and loyal attachment shared between siblings, friends, or fellow human beings, often characterized by selflessness, empathy, and active support. That's brotherly love right there, man. All right, and of course that goes back to the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. All right, that goes back to that, because we are of the same stock. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the hopeful elect. The elect. Lord's will be a part of that. You know what I mean? So we have brotherly love, and it was just absolute beautiful, because, like I said, us brothers, that might be a testimony for maybe a week, or when brothers want to get together and do a lesson. But for myself, as a testimony for me, because I do the us brothers, man. We a 4-man camp, man. Outside of the Dayton brothers, they better start. Lord's will, they get established, but we a 4-man camp, man. Us, Yakoyim, Elder P, Taz Goggins, myself, we're a 4-man camp. And we lock shit down, man, through the spirit, power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So Barakatah Yahweh Shem Al Shai. I didn't want to turn this into a rant, but I guess it is going to be into a rant. All right. But I need a precept, though. I need a precept, and I need something to come to mind. So, like I said, I'm scatterbrained. I haven't slept. Damn, I already gave. That was a lesson already. Let brotherly love continue. I love that. You know what? That's a good precept. Because real talk, man, it's about the brotherhood, man. And Lord's will, I'm when I get home, Lord's will, after work, I'm gonna do another lesson on this, because It's real important. And this, not this uh, particular showing of brothers showing up, showing mad love, man, to us, man. We love when brothers come through, cause brothers be on some bullshit, man. I'm a show. All right, man. We'll see, cause we we pump, but brothers go through stuff, and we know that. But I'll just kind of end it off with that Hebrews 13, cause we go through stuff, man. Brothers go through shit, man, and we want to see brothers, man. We want to see, bro. We our camp, not to be, we're not proud, of course not. We're very humble, extremely humble. We're a new camp, very young, but we love to show love, man. Host. I mean, Jake hosted how many brothers from Cleveland? I mean, I can't even count. Maybe 20 brothers, and they showed mad love. They came through, and they popped up like Pop-Tarts, man, and it was beautiful, man. That was one of my favorite moments, man. Elder Uriah came through. Elder Uriah, and he gave us a lot of wisdom. I met him in Chicago, but he came through in our town, our side of the city, man, and showed mad love, man. I love this shit, man. And brothers, that's listening, tuning in, you should love this shit too, man. But anyways, this is the precept I'm gonna get, because I was ranting like a motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Salaki about that, man. But it's all through the spirit, man. Sometimes Jay can't think of precepts, but sometimes you gotta come prepared a little bit if you prepare your lessons. But this is all in the heat of the moment. I'm hot as a motherfucker. I ain't even supposed to be on break right now, but fuck it, man. I don't give a fuck right now. But this is that's quick and easy. This is Hebrews 13:1. It says, let brotherly love continue. All right, so let brotherly love continue, and this is an ongoing thing. All right, you don't take a break on that, and that was heavy when Elder Uriah, which Lord's will, I'm gonna do a lesson. I'm gonna do a lesson on that personally when I get back to the HQ2, which is that's all he's harped on. He's very heavy on that, and we're heavy on that too, of course. But he got the he's a very experienced elder, man. And he's heavy on that brotherly love, man. He asked every brother, what does the brotherhood means? He asked me, and I went all crazy. I tried to be all technical and shit, but that's the spirit. So Lord's will, I'll do a lesson on that. But I mean, I'm already doing it right now, but that's a whole different lesson I want to do. Let brotherly love continue. All right, and that's matter of fact, I'm gonna read number 2 too. It says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And I read this just to say this, because brothers don't know who brothers are. Brothers might have an inclination. They might know, all right, this brother's mighty, but you don't know the brother, the youngest brother in the camp might be, Jeremiah, but what I mean when I say that. But you got mighty brothers, man. You got major, minor prophets. Because I was talking about this to myself. I talk to myself a lot in the car, in the whip. And you just don't know, because Elder Uriah was talking about that. He said, you don't know who who you're talking to. You might be talking to somebody, what I mean? But of the hope of the elect. Either or, it doesn't matter. We all still fight for that same penny in Matthews. But it was just a mighty congregation, I just want to speak on it real quick, and I'm going to just jump back to work, man. And Lord's will, I'll come home and do another lesson on just my experience with this whole situation of hosting 20 plus brothers, you know, and the Elder Uriah, you know. It was just very mighty. And Elder Thumyadya, you know, you got other elders, man, you know, the brother from Pitt, you know, you got Cleveland brothers, my man Shamar, you know, Paj, Elder P, you know what I mean? You got to still host Elder P because he's the head of GMS. You know, excuse me, GMS Columbus. Still got to host him, you know what I mean? Elder Big Ock, come on, man. Elder Big Ock, man. Elder Irishar, multiple brothers, man. So we had it, and that was our task at hand. And I think through the Spirit, we like Allstate, we in good hands, man. You know, but that's you know, that's all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It was just a beautiful moment. And I just want to share that quick moment, man. So with that, I'm going to close out, give all praise, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and honor, peace, salutations to elders, Wild, give me GMS, and men that are like him, that is push word, truth, and sincerity. Shalom, total for like Wild, Baba, Ball, Shalom.